Hey there folks, this is Dean. I am starting a little video series on my marine aquarium adventures. It's intended to be very low tech. What we're looking for, or what my goal is just to give you really useful information and not all the bells and whistles of a polished production. I used to work in television and could do it, but it's time consuming and I've got a pretty crazy work schedule. So I thought the information is the more important things, and of course I'll give you close-ups of images and so on when needed. Okay, so what we are looking at here is a 20-gallon Innovative Marine all-in-one aquarium. The 20 gallons is for the fish display where the fish actually live. The aquarium also includes a 4-gallon sump in the rear with 5 chambers. And in a future video I'll go over these compartments and the gear that I'm using. There's tons of info obviously on the internet about this aquarium, as it has been around now I think for a couple years. It's a beautiful aquarium, Starfire, 6mm glass, acrylic back, dual output nozzles. It is geared towards reefing, so by that I mean that the tank tends to be, the tank design is more deep than tall compared to standard designs, which is good. The reason they do that is so that light from your LEDs or whatever you happen to be using does not have to travel as far down to help with photosynthesis. The fish in my tank, as you can see, I've got 2 Clarkie clownfish. They were both acquired from other fish hobbyists. The large one is an adult. He is about 3 years old, perhaps a little bit older. I've had him now, I think, for about, hard to say, maybe 4 months. And the juvenile there I acquired the end of last summer. It's February the 12th now, so I've had him for about maybe 5 months or so. The blue-green chromos that you can see there, I used to be part of a couple, which I acquired from my local fish store. The other one was quite small and not aggressive enough when it came to feeding, and as much as I tried to target feed him, I guess I was not successful. And trying to catch him to put him into an observation tank just proved too difficult. I would have had to remove all of the live rock, and I just wasn't prepared to do that. The tank also is home to 4 snails. They include 2 Mexican turbo snails and 2 Nassarius snails. You can sort of see one of the snails on top of the wave maker at the top right there. That's been his resting place the last couple days. I believe he's eating all the algae off of it. And you can't see him right now, but there's also a fairly active hermit crab who is a real character, gold-legged, yellow-legged hermit crab. So my intention with the series is just to, down the road, is that you join me as I explore this hobby. My plan is to introduce soft corals to the aquarium shortly. I think the biggest piece of advice I can share with you about getting into this hobby is patience. The more patient you are, the better you will become at enjoying the process, enjoying your tank, giving yourself time to learn from other hobbyists. That's the beauty of the internet. There's a ton of information out there, and I'm sure your community will have a local fish forum that you can become part of. In terms of lighting and filtration, I invested in the current USA loop system. The quality of the light in their LED strip is just beautiful, especially the one that I bought, which is their latest rendition of lighting. The loop system, it's a closed network. It also powers pumps. It can power up to two additional pumps. No, two or three additional, three additional pumps and two LED strip lights. So it will give me the opportunity to grow into, well, it'll grow with me as I perhaps invest in more equipment or a bigger aquarium. The challenge with a small aquarium this size is that you must keep on top of your water chemistry more so than larger aquariums, because any fluctuations in water chemistry require you to react more quickly, as they will affect the fish more quickly. I'm pretty detailed oriented when it comes to things like this, so I haven't found this an issue at all. Right now I do manual water top-offs daily, sometimes twice a day before and after work, and weekly water changes. Of course, I also clean the glass once a week when it's needed. That for me is not so much work as part of the enjoyment of creating this little water universe. And the one thing I do find timely is when you start thinking about getting into reefing and adding corals, there was really a whole second set of water chemistry levels that you have to take care of, and it's time consuming, no doubt. I always find I'm spending a couple hours minimum doing all my water tests when I'm cleaning the tank and doing my water changes. So just be prepared for that. And if you're like me, you may have one or two other aquariums in the house. I also have a small freshwater aquarium, 6-gallon nano, that I currently have set up as a shrimp tank. And so that's 2 tanks I have to maintain. So it takes up a good part of my my Saturdays. Anyways, so hoping you will stick around, and hope the information I can provide is useful to you. I just find looking at the aquarium and learning the social structure in there is quite interesting, and I think that's part of the beauty of this hobby. Until next time, take care. Bye.